All right, let's do this. All right, what's up, guys? Today is Christmas Eve, and we're going to be absolutely just crushing this market. I just want to give a very special shout out to everybody. Uh, it's Christmas. So let's go into this just calm, cool, and collected. We know exactly what to trade. We know how to trade it. We know what to look for. We know what to execute on. Um, I mean, yesterday, right? Like, just look at yesterday. Beautiful price action. And we were able to take advantage of this, right? And once again, it's just by using our system, right? Our system is what we live by, right? That's our code of conduct. And that's what we're going to be using today. All right. So give me a minute here and let me get situated. All right, let's go. All right, we're going to take that off. All right. All right. So, pre-market plan. So I post these every day in the Discord at 7:30. Um today, right? Let's do this. So every day I like to approach the market the exact same way. Okay? It's never changes. It's literally for me, it's the same process over and over. So basically what I'm looking to do is identify who's controlling this level. All right, let's see right here. We got PDH and we got end of day, right? Now, this is on ES. So basically, if sellers show up, I'm going to be looking for short plays back down to previous all-time high and then down here. If buyers show up and show out and come through with this impeccable strength that they've had in this whole week, then we're going to be looking for long plays into the abyss. All right. And a lot of people get hung up. They'll be like, Josh, there's no upside targets, right? How do we do that? Well, that's where we look to our moving average, right? Look at yesterday. Yesterday's price action was a perfect example of a healthy trend, right? And that's really what it all boils down to is our ability to spot good environments in the market and capitalize on them, in our ability to spot bad markets and stay away from them. If you can master that skill set, you can make ridiculous amounts of money, right? Like literally, I'm going to say it one more time. If you can learn to master how to identify good markets, right? This is a good market from a bad market, then you'll be able to make tons of money because you'll be able to capitalize on these moves. I mean, look at this. This was yesterday's price action. Beautiful. All right. Give me 1 second. All right. All right. All right. So once again, it's always the exact same. Let's go over to SPY, right? So SPY does have some upside targets. There's a couple things I'm looking at here coming into the open. And number one is we're coming into previous day high and end of day, right? So what happens here is we're coming into some key levels, right? These are key areas, PDH, EOD. Why are they key? Because what happens here is going to give us the what? The story, right? So our ability to better understand who's controlling these levels is going to help us make way better decisions. So as we're coming into PDH and EOD, I want to ask myself how, right? How are we coming into it? Is this a healthy trend, right? Is our buyers showing acceptance, right? Now, this is where we look to our moving averages. Our moving averages are going to tell us the story here. right? Are we extended from them? Is price close to them, right? Is it a healthy trend coming into the highs, right? And this is, yes, it's very healthy. I'm going to be watching to see how this candle reacts, right? This is very important, this guy. But this trend here is definitely telling me that buyers have showed up today with some strength. Another thing I like to do is I'll whip out the daily time frame and I'm like, okay, what's this thing telling me? All right. What was yesterday's candle? Was it bullish? Was it change everything? Because the market is uh-oh. All right. Let me know. Can you hear me? If you guys can hear me in the chat, I think we're good. Are we good? Okay, cool. All right. So once again, I'm going to be on the daily time frame, and what I'm looking for is basically, all right, check this out. So on the daily, we're coming into all-time high, right? Now, once again, the first thing I want to start looking at is, are there any GBIs up here, right? We got a GBI right here. Green bar's been disrespected right here. So now I want to go, okay, let's see who could defend this, right? Like we got a lot of strong buying coming into this, and that we're going to be looking for breakouts. And I'm going to always look to that previous candle. Right? That previous candle is going to tell me pretty much, hey, like what's the current what's the current state, and that's very bullish, right? So I'm definitely going to be looking to play longs event that buyers are actually holding EOD and PDH. All right. All right. All right, let's do this. Let's do this. Ooh, it's starting to look a little bearish. All right. All right. Bam. There's definitely some things that I'm watching. All right, you guys see this on ES? Check this out. So we got ourselves a nice little RBI here in ES. So I'm going to be watching what price looks like as we come back down to this little zone. And yeah, we might be getting some selling right here, but all in all, this trend is relatively healthy. So if buyers can end up showing some strength here, I'm still completely okay with trading with buyers. All right. Yeah. If the connection gets funny, just let me know. Usually I'll just have to restart my computer. It won't take long. And then I'll post a new link in the Discord for you guys. But I think we're all right now. All right. Let's see. Another thing that I like that's really important to me is I like to remind myself like what works, right? Like a lot of traders, they'll be like, they're like, dude, I'm in this pattern where I do good, and then what is it? After a couple days, maybe a week, I'll end up just trashing my account. And it's like, okay, let's really like the conclusion I've come to is our inability to walk away from bad markets costs us way too much money. So, I mean, any veteran trader knows on Christmas Eve, the volume's probably going to be pretty low, right? And we'll be able to see that. If the market gets super wicky and there's no follow through, then we'll end up calling it a day, right? Like, I go into every day, I need the market to prove to me that it's worth trading, right? Like, I'm not just going, like, what comes first in my mind is I need to be able to spot that good, healthy market. And, days like today with very low volume, it's definitely a possibility that we might have some horrible price action. But like, I got to let the market tell me that, right? I'm not just going to come to my own conclusion and be like, oh, it's a news day, or, oh, I don't trade this, I don't trade that. It's like, no, I'm going to use my tools to be able to identify if the market's in a good environment or not, right? So going into today, that's exactly what I'm looking to do. Let me see here. I was able to hit a nice little move, nothing crazy. Let me make sure all my levels are good here. Yeah, all right. All right, so ready? We're about to be coming back to that RBI on the 1 hour, right? This little zone right here. This is a powerful zone. Definitely going to be watching what happens here. All right, let's do this. Let's do this. All right, I like my chart. It looks pretty clean. There's not that many lines on it. That's super important, right? Like, don't make sure you're not overcrowding your chart. I could probably add my downside target, which is gonna be right here. All right, let's go right here. We're gonna go downside, baby, downside, baby. Let's make downside yellow. Okay. So just like that, if buyers can't hold that, bam. My bad. I gotta be a little quiet. My daughter is sleeping about 10 feet away in her room, so gotta navigate that whole situation. But that's all right. We're gonna have a good day today. I try. You know what's crazy? You know what I find myself doing constantly? I look at the 1 hour like it's a 5-minute time frame, right? Like, do you guys do stuff like that? Like, I'm telling you right now, if this was a 5-minute time frame, I would already be in a long, right? So that's how I really gauge a story, right? Like, and this is what me and Todd always talk about in our webinar. It's like the candlestick analysis is our main tool, right? Like that, it's going to tell us, it's going to give us that real information, right? Like when I look at this, I could easily go, okay, yeah, this is a bullish trend. I'm not quite sure what's going to happen up here at the sweet spot just yet. Definitely getting a little bit of selling here. I like that we're opening up right here next to EOD. I like that PDH kind of hold. And basically, if I get bearish criteria, you guys already know I'm going short. So let me make sure my NASDAQ levels. What time is it? We got 2 minutes. Let me make sure my NASDAQ levels are good here. So it's take everything. Once again, keep it simple. Trading's all about keeping it real simple. All right, so we got PDH, we got EOD. And Diane, we got right there. Let's name that. That's a downside target. This is pre-OP. And then this is previous day low, PDL. Simple. Simple. Got to keep it simple. Okay, so this is what NASDAQ looks like. We got a little level. I'm going to call this guy critical. Bam, right? Because if it's critical, that means it's like a bullish above, bearish below. And then we'll go here. Our downside target, if we could do it, is going to be all the way down there. Okay. Downside, downside, down, downside. A lot of selling coming in. Good. All right, 9:30. Let's do this. Coming right into what? The 1 hour GBI, baby. Right into there. A lot of selling coming into the market. Let's see what NASDAQ's doing. Look at, ooh, yo. Look at NASDAQ. Look at NASDAQ right here. And it seems like there is an excessive amounts of volume coming in on Christmas Eve. We got the Santa Claus rally. Good. This is what I like to see. All right, so my top step's good. All right, so it looks like first thing I'm noticing is we do have a moving average cross. So we're gonna watch that. So if I get a GBI, technically that's a short play. So we're gonna, I'm not actually on NASDAQ, is that sellers, that this is all at the sweet spot, right? At the critical level, at EOD, at previous day high. Sellers are trying to defend it. So at what point do we know they won? When we get the GBI. The 1 hour, does that look bullish or bearish? Starting to look a little bullish. Starting to look a little bullish. See, it's very easy. It's very easy to lose sight of the overall context if you're not watching that 1 hour. Ooh, that's bullish right there. That is bullish. Very bullish. All right, so let's draw a zone around this guy. It's crazy. Look at that. Unbelievable. Very strong push. All right, SPY coming in hot. Notice what we got here on the daily pocket. We have a pocket. So I'm going to be watching that pocket right there. Very strong push off end of day. So now we're coming into previous day high on SPY. That's a clean RBI. The only reason I'm not getting in that is because the risk. So at this point, I'm probably going to drop down to the 2 minute. Let's see if we can spot a good entry right here for a scalp. I'll scalp this to the upside. Let me see. And just to be clear, that 1 hour time frames high and tight. We just got that clean RBI on the 5 minute. NASDAQ's looking weak, bro. I'm not going to lie to you. NASDAQ is not looking as strong as SPY. I want to see us tag the 20. Buyers showing a lot of strength here. And just like, I mean, guys, so far, ooh, look at that. Look at that push. Let's get a pullback. Let's get a pullback into that 20, but more importantly, into the area of value. I want to see a pullback into here for a potential long. I know it's a little dicey. But I really like that 1 hour trend. All right, coming into the 20. Let's see if she can hold. Take everything. All right, NASDAQ showing a little bit more strength here. Ooh. If we close above this 20, I'm going to hop in a long. I might not even get the opportunity. It might get away from me. Damn, that was it. Look at that. That was the long play right there. It's all right. I'm in no rush. You guys see how it came right into the AOV and just took right off? Look at that. Boom. Healthy trend here. Very nice. Very nice. And that is the power of the RBI. Look at that. Look at that, dude. Bam. Look at this. Boom. Biggest thing I'm noticing here is that 1 hour. That 1 hour is healthy. Healthy. She's probably going to take right up to 68891. All right, she held pretty good. See if we can get another pullback into the AOV. Because we are coming up to ES. ES, we're actually coming up to previous day high. Look at QQQ right here. I swear, if NASDAQ's bouncing off the 20, I might be long in it. Oh, dude, NASDAQ can't close above the bearish 20? You guys see this? Hold up. You guys see that right there? It doesn't. It's hold on. I'm looking for buyers to really hold this. I want to see that continued buying pressure right here. NASDAQ is really making me feel different. Let's see what happens here at the AOV. Okay, bouncing into it. Are we back at that 2-minute 20 here? Dude, NASDAQ's making me think we actually just closed. Let me see here. Yeah, we just closed. A little bit outside of it. And boom, she's starting to sell off. Let's see here. Dude, if buyers lose this GBI here on NASDAQ, it's bearish. It's going to start looking bearish. This is one of the scenarios where the moving average cross is very important. Notice how we didn't get a cross here on NASDAQ, and she didn't have any follow through. Now it's starting to look a little bit more bearish. We're coming into the AOV here on SPY. So let's see what happens here. I mean, buyers still they're trying here. Yeah, QQQ is looking nasty. But open print, a lot can happen off that open. That 1 hour trend still looks really good too. I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but I think buyers still got a pretty good chance here. All right, that's going. Hold on, guys. I hate to do this, but I got to run to the bathroom really quick. Hold on. I don't want to. Hold on. Look at this 5 minute. Clean RBI coming back into the AOV. Dude, NASDAQ is not making much sense. Yeah, I'm holding off. I think NASDAQ's going to start pushing. Give me 1 second, guys. All right, what's up, fellas? I'm back. And it looks like we're getting beautiful opportunity here on SPY. All right, let's see. That's a clean RBI right there. Look at that. Okay, so let's see if we can take advantage of this. Let's see. My stomach was absolutely rocked. It's all those Christmas cookies. All right, look at this. All right, I might be putting something little on. Let me see here. Not in it just yet. We got a pretty healthy 5-minute trend. I like that red bar ignored right there. And my risk, oh, dude, that's not a lot at all. I'm going to actually, guys, I'm going to take a shot. Where are we at? I'm not in it yet. Not in it yet. I want to see if I can get a little better fill. Let's see something. But I am definitely looking to play this long. Remember, days like this, guys, it's you definitely. All right, let's watch the 20 right here. Let's watch the 20. See what this candle tells us right here. And this is the skill, right? We're looking to identify that buying acceptance. Right? This is the skill that we're going to be teaching in Process Profits Academy. This is what we teach at HBT, right? Like really learning to identify the acceptance. Now, I'm already leaning towards longs because of the fact that we have the red bar that was ignored. So I'm already leaning towards longs, right? The story is already telling me here. All right, we're coming in. Debating what's left on this 2-minute candle. 30 seconds. Look at that. Retesting it. Perfect. Todd, you called it. Break and retest off PDH, baby. Let's see if we can hold. I'm not in it just yet. Not in it just yet. I'm trying it. I am in long, and I'm going to put my stop right below. All right, so we're going to take a stab at longs here. See what we get. That is the strategy. So let's see what we get here. Bam. Okay. Yeah, you got to take that as an RBI. And you literally got a 2-minute 20 retest and it all bounced right off previous day high. Got to take it. Go to take it. And look, dude, we're literally risking $200 here. That's nothing. On one contract, that's nothing. That's a very tight risk. Todd, let's see here if that green, if we can get a green to take out the red. If so, I'll add into it. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. Let's see what we get. So I got 2 cons right here. Let's see what we get. Let's see what we get. It's touchy because it's at PDH, but all in all, I really like where that 1-hour trend's at. I got my stop below 68803. Gotta take it. I gotta take it. It's not, I'm so processed out. Like you could always find a better reason to take it or more confirmation. But listen, if I'm bouncing off the 2-minute 20 inside an RBI with a healthy trend, I gotta take it. So let's see. All right, look at that, dude. That looks beautiful. Beautiful. Gotta take it. Gotta take it. got to take it. That 5-minute trend looks good. Everything looks good. Everything looks really good. Honestly, I could probably assess my risk a little different. And let's see what this happens here. Look at that, dude. Look at that push. Hey, come on, guys. W's. I need to see W's. I need W's in the chat. Come on. Well, we ain't done yet, so you could wait. You could wait. But look at that, dude. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Gotta take it. Look at that, dude. Come on. Come on. Gotta take it. Is that my boy C. Webster? I'm messaging you back right now, my friend. And this is the stuff we're going to be going over in the Process and Profits Academy, right? Like what acceptance actually looks like, right? Like you guys seen how we did that? We literally used the moving averages inside the candlestick to identify the opportunity, to be like, okay, buyers are here, let's go. Look at this push. Listen. We literally filled up all the spots for the Process and Profits Academy. I'm so excited. Originally, I was taking 10 traders, but I am willing to take, if individuals are really, like they really want to be a part of it, I am willing to open that up. Dude, the curriculum is going to be, it's so phenomenal. I'm so excited about it. It's starting January 3rd. Comes with lifetime access to the team. And that's me just investing, right? Because I'm not just trying to get members, right? If I did that, I would make my subscription very cheap. I'm trying to build assets, right? I'm trying to build a bunch of veteran savage traders that are going to push this team and themselves into 2026, like and really take it extremely far. So I'm definitely, if people are interested, I sent an email out today. Just get back to me on that email or message me, and we'll get you guys involved. Look at that. All right, so let's talk about this trend. So we got the 2-minute right here. Let's see what the 5-minute looks like. Look at that. Isn't it nice having a process where you really don't even need to think? Like, look at that. Ready? Hold on. Look at that, baby. Come on. All right. So when SPY comes up to 68891, I potentially might trim. After yesterday, dude, I'm like, dude, yesterday was such a home run. We killed it. We killed it. And it's something new that I've been working on. Hold on. Is I've been trading. Like I'll trade futures and options at the same time. And, you know, like to all my individuals that are working full time and stuff like that, like this system is for you. You need a system that's going to do all the work. And this way you don't really need to think, right? Like that's what I need. I'm constantly, I got my, you know, my daughter, my girl, we all got tons of things going on. Like the last thing I need as an individual, as a trader, is to be thinking. I just want to see it and pull the trigger. Today was a perfect example of it. Super proud of you guys. Super proud of you guys. That was blueprint. Absolute blueprint. You could see it looks like that volume's starting to dry up a little bit though. So let's see what happens here. And for everybody, I don't know if you guys seen this, but everybody that is in the academy, if you come over to the Discord, I created a, what is it right here? In resources, we got the Process and Profits Academy right here. This is the week by week schedule, right? This is, and it's just a PDF, right? And let me check the trade. Trade looks good. You guys see how I don't even like need to monitor the trade, right? I already know. I'm like, listen, as long as this like a healthy trend, like I'm just jumping back and forth. I don't like that pocket, but I'm gonna see if this can continue. But you can see here, look, we have the weekly schedule here, and what we're going to be breaking down in the next 4 months. A 16-week program, and you can check out everything that we're doing here. So it's super phenomenal. Like this is going to be it's going to be phenomenal for traders from all types of backgrounds, but it's a very structured but super beneficial program that we're all going to benefit from like crazy. All right, so let's just monitor this trade here. So check that out if you're interested. Let's go back here. All right, let's see. So I really don't like that pocket on the 5 minute. This might pull back to the moving average. And if that happens, that's completely fine. Todd said we going to 75 on ES. Let me see here, brother. Let me check. We're definitely going up to 70. Why is my computer running like this? I just got brand new internet, everything. Hold on. Here we go. Yeah, you guys see that pocket? What's happening? Pocket means what? Pullback. Pullback. Pulling back. I'm watching this retest, though, of the RBI here. All right, let me just make sure everything is in check. So, yeah, I'm going to put my stop like right here. That pocket's getting filled up. Let's see what happens here at the 2-minute 20. We did respect it before. So if we can respect the 2-minute 20 right here, I will put on another position. I will add in, right? I'm looking for that 5-minute trend to stay nice and bullish, nice and healthy. And how do we know that? If we respect the 20. So let's see. All right, just look at that 5-minute trend right there, coming into it. Looking good, looking good. This is trade management right here, guys. Trade management, right? You want to be able to, you know, you want to be able to make the right decision. Are you always going to get it right? No. No, of course not. But we could get really good, right? And we could use our moving averages and our RBIs and GBIs to tell the story. All right, so we got a nice little push right there. I like that we're holding the 5. I feel like NASDAQ needs to pop. And I tell you what, guys, look at the 1-hour trend. Okay, you guys see it? Look at the 1-hour trend. just jumped up. If NASDAQ gives me an RBI, I'm going to go long. Look at that. Hold on. Was that a bounce off the 20? Nope. Look at open print. Also, guys, look at this. So if you look at QQQ, check this out. What do we get right here? A red bar ignored. So there's our area of value. Notice what buyers did right here. They never let it go. They never let the AOV go. So I'm interested here. If I could get an RBI on NASDAQ, I'm interested in a long play. I think SPY has a really healthy 1 hour trend. We're now above previous day high too. So I think this thing it can move today. I like that 1 hour trend, guys. I think this thing can go pretty far. All right. Yeah. So now this is where we just stayed a little patient. We just let her do her thing, right? We're already in the trade. There's nothing we can do but manage it. I'm really trying to weigh how much do I want to hold this? Let's see. So we got the red bar ignored right here. I'm just gonna. Oh, if we take out this red, she's gonna cook. That would be beautiful. I'm gonna make sure you keep your stop below that 20. We've been unable to retest the 20, which could mean a couple things. One of them is that buyers are really aggressive, and that makes a little sense. Look at NASDAQ here. NASDAQ's trying hard to get above previous day high. What's up, baby?
Oh, you working?
Yeah. What's up, though?
I'm just gonna see if you.
Yeah, it was textbook, absolute textbook. You know what's powerful though, Todd, is our ability to pull that trigger and take it though, right? Like, it's how many times we get textbook setups, but we don't take them, right? Like we pulled that trigger, it was flawless. Absolute flawless. We're kind of getting that low volume that we were talking about, though. Let's see if we could blow through it here. Oh, there it goes. Look at that. Push. Look at that, baby. Look at that. Come on. I don't like how we couldn't get an RBI, though. I don't like it. And I don't like what this 2 minute looks like that much. Still a good trade. Push, push, push. I'm trying to think how I want to deal with this. I'm just going to play. I'm just going to let it rock, dude. It's completely fine. Let's just let it rock. I'm watching it, and once again, right, like I was talking about, I want to get good at understanding what price is telling me as we come into the moving average. We're coming into it right now. I want to see buyers hold it. I like how we keep holding above it. That's the 5 on the 2 minute. And Todd, right? And what'd you say? So I first entered into this right here. This was my first entry. And then I added in right here because the green took out the red. Boom. That's exactly what we talk about in our webinars every single week. Beauteous. Yeah, this when that volume gets a little low. Watching NASDAQ once again. It's at a key level. That's that previous day high right here. Oh, look at that. Come on. Let her cook, baby. Let her cook. There it goes, T. You spoke it into existence. My man spoke it. All right, so now I want to make sure that I'm locking some profits in if we turn around. Look at this. Come on. Come on. Does the HPT make you money or what? Come on. It's been a phenomenal week all week. Everyone's been killing it this week. But what better way to go into the new year, right? Like a lot of people just think that, things will change. Like unless you master your process, like you're in trouble. You're in trouble. That was beautiful. Look at this, bro. There's no upside targets on ES, but I want to make sure I'm watching SPY. W's in the chat. Come on. Come on. At least like the video. At least like it. You got to at least like it, right? If I make it 500, you got to at least like the video. Right? If I make you 500, you gotta press the like button. If I made you 100, all right. So we're coming up to our first target. Good job, Chris. There's my boy Chris right there. All right, so ready, guys? For all my HPT members, is this trend healthy? It's pretty healthy. That's a pretty healthy trend. I think we're gonna blow right through that. As a matter of fact, let's go. Let's go. My boy Chris Beckwith. I know my boy's getting money. Come on. Come on. Come on, baby. Look at this. I'm bumping the stop up. Let's go. Let's go. That 1 hour trend looks pretty good. Who said they couldn't make money on Christmas Eve? Who said they couldn't make money on Christmas Eve? I'm still watching NASDAQ too. I think NASDAQ's gonna. I like trading NASDAQ a little better, only because you make a lot more money quickly, very quickly. Oh my God. Oh my God. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Can we pull 1,000? Come on, keep going. That's a healthy trend. It's a healthy trend. I want to put it at the bottom of the 5 minute. You guys see what I'm doing right here? I want it at the bottom of the current 5 minute candle. I take profit. Come on, you're blowing through that level. Come on, break 689. Break it. Break it. Break it. It's the Santa rally. Come on. Look at that. Come on. Previous 2 minute. That is going to be the rule of thumb. Stop goes below the previous 2. Yeah, that's fine. It's a key level right here. Key level. We're going to put a stop right below the previous 2, guys. Come on. We got 2 cons. The 5 minute looks pretty good though, so I want to make sure I'm giving it room. Come on, break 689, 689, break it. Missed it. Damn it. Gotta get up, brother. Gotta get up. It's okay. We're going live Friday too. Let's just do a quick breakdown though, just so if you did miss it, we can, just show you. So we got a red bar that was disrespected here on the 5 minute time frame. So then we dropped down to the 2 minute and played the retest of the 20. We hopped in the market long, added in right here, and now she's taken off. And we're following our very simple system for exiting, where we're just going to keep putting our stop right below the previous candle. Great work, guys. Great work. And remember what I said, guys? I was like, listen, we can't break the 5 on the 2 minute. And my reasoning for that is because buyers were very aggressive. And that's exactly what we're seeing right here. Right? We got very aggressive buying coming into the market. Oh, let's go. Let's go. Come on. Stop goes where? Below the previous 2. Below the previous 2. Dude, look at that 1 hour. Yep, there's our 70. Boom. 70, we broke it. What you thinking 75, Ton? 75 does make sense. On SPY, that would be 68927. All right, ready? What are we going to do with the take profit? We're going to put it right below the previous 2. So now it's not up to me. It's not up to me. It's up to the market, right? If we go down there, I'll get out, right? So I got two contracts. Look at that 5 minute trend though. Is that 5-minute trend healthy or unhealthy? That's friggin' healthy. That is healthy. Look at that. Oh my God, we're getting paid, dude. Look at this. Oh my God. Look at that. Here it comes. Ready? Now we're coming up to 68927. Todd, we gonna get 75. Oh my Lord, baby. Oh, 812. Can we get 1,000? Push, push, push. Excuse me. Exactly what we did yesterday, too. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, you filthy animals. Y'all are a bunch of greedy bastards making all this money on Christmas Eve. Y'all a bunch of greedy bastards. No, you're not. You're just savages. Getting good. When you understand what to look for, why wouldn't you just trade it, right? Like, that's how I look at it. Somebody's got to make the money. It should be us. Bump the stop up. Previous 2 minute. Because we're coming to that key level. My girl's like, yo, you got to go get some presents immediately. You got to go pick this up, this up, this up, this up. We got tons of shit we got to do today. But I really wanted to make sure, give you guys a little Christmas present. I wanted to hop on. It's been a phenomenal week. I mean, and I'm sure everybody in the Discord has noticed, like I've been real strict. I've literally one and done multiple times this week. Here's another example of a one and done, right? Like, just smack the market and go and get, like don't be foolish. Pretty nice rip here. The 5-minute trend still looks pretty good. We are getting a little far from the 1 hour. Let's see what the 1 hour looks like here. Look at NASDAQ. Damn. NASDAQ's pumping. Oh, here goes SPY. Here we go, coming back to the 5. We're pretty extended at this point. I'm gonna keep it right below that too. We're long right now. I'm taking because I just don't want to be stupid. Make sure you're taking some profit. All right, let's see. Yeah, okay. And we got a little pocket on that 5-minute. If we hold this 5, I might add in for a scalp. Now, notice something here, guys. Notice how I'm putting my stop a little below that candle. A little below it. Because if buyers can hold this and continue to hold the 5, this thing's going to rip. Yeah, Todd, isn't that crazy, bro? Like, no risk on this trade. It was wild. I mean, now we're completely break even. If I wanted to, I could just I can put a break even on. This might clip me, and if it does, it's fine. It was a great trade. We're up about 1,000 on the day, so. Great job, guys. Great job. Good trading. Oh, we held it. All right, so now I don't want to add in because the 5-minute criteria ain't there. I'm just going to leave my stop right there. If it hits it, it hits it. Yeah, it might clip me. Might clip me. If it does, so be it. I'll lock in another 275. I'm watching this candle though. See how we're battling the low of the previous candle right here? There's a battle right here. It's a battle. Buyers are trying to defend it. Dude, we're holding that 5, Don. We couldn't close below it. That's bullish. All right, yeah, let's take a look here at all the W's in the chat right here. W, beauteous, right? Beautiful trade right there. Beautiful. And it's all because we just followed the system, right? When we get red bar, gets ignored, drop down to the 2-minute. What do? Play that 20 retest, enter into the market long, and then you take this Santa rally all the way up to the top. About to get stomped out right here. Maybe. But it's a good trade. Let's take a look here at all the W's in the chat. Can that hold? All right. Listen, guys, I love y'all. Thanks for coming. I wanted to make sure you guys had enough, got a little extra money this Christmas. I appreciate you guys. We're going live on Friday as well. I hope everybody has a phenomenal Christmas, okay? Make sure you just enjoy it, be grateful, be thankful, but be ready. Be ready because 2026, this is the year. This is the year, guys, okay? I love you guys. Keep pushing. Don't give up and invest in yourself. Process Profits Academy, January 3rd. Let's go.